Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my all-time favorite breakfast foods, and that is granola. I'm actually making granola with a little bit of a twist because instead of using oats or any grains, I am actually going to be making a grain-free version that uses coconut flakes as the base. So I have partnered with my friends at Bob's Red Mill to bring you today's video, and I'm using 3 of their ingredients in this granola. So the base, as I mentioned, is coconut flakes, but then we're also using flaxseed meal and hemp seeds, as well as a bunch of other nuts and seeds to make this a delicious, sweet, crunchy, and awesome granola that goes well with everything. So whether you want to eat it on its own, you use it for a topping on smoothie bowls, or on a topping on yogurt, it is the perfect granola, and it's also really customizable. I'll give you some tips at the end of the video for how you can swap ingredients in and out, but for now, let's just dive right into the recipe and I'll show you how to make it. For our ingredients, you'll need coconut flakes, chopped almonds, pumpkin seeds, flaxseed meal, hemp seeds, some medjool dates, I used 5, and also some sea salt, some vanilla powder, and some cinnamon. For the wet ingredients, you'll need coconut oil and maple syrup. We'll start by just adding all of the dry ingredients into a bowl: the coconut flakes, the almonds, the pumpkin seeds, the flaxseed meal, and the spices. You're gonna leave out the hemp seeds until afterwards. Then just stir that all together and set the bowl aside. Next, we will chop our dates. So remove the pits from all of the dates if they aren't pitted already, and then just slice them into strips and then chop them into little pieces. Then we'll just add them into our dry ingredients. Use your hands to kind of break them up a little bit. Then I recommend that you go in with your hands to really break them up. The flaxseed meal and some of the coconut shreds help to break up the larger chunks. Next, we are going to heat the maple syrup and coconut oil together. You can see there are chunks of coconut oil in the maple syrup, and that's just because I used the same measuring cup. And so you're going to stir it together until it's combined, and then melt it until everything is smooth. Then pour that mixture over your dry ingredients and stir everything until it's evenly coated. Next, you'll just transfer the granola onto a parchment-lined baking sheet and then spread it out with a spatula or a wooden spoon until it's into a thin layer. And then you're going to bake it at 325 degrees for about 30 minutes. And you're going to want to stir it every 10 minutes or so it doesn't burn. Once your granola is completely cool, you're going to add another half cup of coconut flakes as well as the hemp seeds, and then you'll just stir that together and you are done. I like to store my granola in a glass jar in the fridge. I find that it keeps better, and I actually like it cold. But you can serve this granola any way you like, any way that you would use traditional granola. You can replace this with it, and I hope you guys enjoy the recipe. And there you have it, my friends. That is how to make homemade grain-free granola. You can see how simple it is. All you need are a few ingredients. So I just want to mention that there are a lot of nuts in this recipe, but you could easily make it nut-free by subbing in the same parts of seeds. So if you can't have almonds, add in pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. Just make it however it works best for you. And again, I would like to thank our sponsors for today's video, which is Bob's Red Mill. If you haven't checked out Bob's Red Mill, amazing line of products. I highly recommend you go over to their website. I will link that in the description box below. They have hundreds and hundreds of health products that you can choose from, and I absolutely love them. So if you enjoyed today's video, I would love for you to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, you can do so by clicking the button up in this corner, or I will also leave a link in the description box below. And I would love to know if you end up making this recipe. If you do, come back, let us know what you think, and make sure to share pictures on social media using the hashtag simplyquinoa, or tag me at simplyquinoa so I can find them and give them a little bit of love. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!